We've booked the cheapest and tiniest cabin on board the world's newest and most expensive cruise ship. How will we cope with so little space and no views of the ocean?
Where's the window?
Well, join us on board Royal Caribbean's Star of the Seas as we show you around our cabin, explore more of this mega ship, and ask the question, is it pointless booking anything more expensive? Because there's so much to do on board the ship, are you going to even spend any time in here? Well, let's find out together. Well, ahoy there cruisers, and welcome back on Star of the Seas. Now we're starting off very strangely, something that we've never done on a video before. We're cruising back to back. So today is Disembarkation Day here in Port Canaveral, but we're going to go get back on and we're going to show you the full process because it's a little bit different. First up, we are changing cabins, so that is a little bit annoying. We're changing to a much smaller and cheaper cabin, so make sure you stick around for our full tour in a little while. First up, we packed everything up in the cabin. We're just doing final sweeps now. We've taken our old tags off and put new tags on with our new cabin number. We've let our room steward know. A few days ago in our cabin, we were dropped off a little letter showing exactly what we've got to do with the procedure of doing back-to-backs, so that's good. So yeah, finishing off packing up, then we're going to go and leave, and we've got a meet at 8:45, currently 8 AM because that's the time we have to get out of our cabins. So come join us, it's going to be a fun day. Then we're going to be getting back on Star of the Seas and doing all the stuff we haven't done so far. What's funny as well, guys, our cabin is literally up there, our new cabin, which is awesome. So we're still on deck 10. We actually booked a guaranteed cabin. So this is a cabin where we don't know where it's going to be, so it could be anywhere on the ship. So you have to bear that in mind. It is a little bit cheaper than booking a cabin with an actual room number and selecting that yourself, but we didn't get to do that, so we took a little bit of a gamble because sometimes it can be in an undesirable location next to a theatre, next to a loud bar, but we've been really lucky. We've looked out and got deck 10. There's nothing above or below apart from cabins, so that's all good. So yeah, it's going to be weird. We have to make sure we go back to the right cabin. Anyway, I think we're going to go down to the Diamond Lounge because we've got about 45 minutes to grab maybe a little bit of breakfast and some coffee.
Is it all closed?
It's closed, yeah.
Oh, shucks. Computer says no. That's a shame. I was going to grab some breakfast and coffee because they do breakfast bites in here and you can use the coffee machine, but it looks like it's all closed.
Oh, what was that in your hand, David? We got something given this morning in our cabin.
Yeah, so we got a little certificate to say we were on the first sailing. I'm going to pop this in my record of achievement, and every time I go for a job now, I'm going to present this to them as one of my achievements.
So fun fact, today is also the christening of the ship. So it's, the christening of the ship. So it's a big event today, and we've came out to the Royal Promenade and they've got all of the balloons and stuff up, which weren't on our last cruise, and that was officially the first cruise. So we were wondering if they were going to do something on this cruise, and it looks like they're going to. So we think there's going to be a little bit more of a pie. So stay tuned for that because we'll cover everything. But yeah, there's loads of balloons up, a lot more than there was on Icon as well, which is super cool. So we are really excited about that. But yeah, the ceremony is taking place in the Aquadome upstairs. Obviously, we haven't been given an invite because cruise lines don't like us because we tell the truth. It is what it is, guys. We're never invited to these things, and that's fine. That's why we like being self-funded, because we can say it as it is. So unfortunately, we won't be able to see the naming ceremony, but we'll bring you as much as we can. I'm not sure if they're going to do something when we leave port, maybe. We'll see. But yeah, loads of balloons. Can't wait for that later on. Hopefully there's a bit of a party. Feel a bit mean, guys. All of these people are getting off because we have to wait till a little bit later on. So we're getting the joy of spending 2 cruises because 4 nights, the first cruise, is far too short for this size of ship. So with the next 3 nights, we're on for 7 nights, which is much more reasonable. Otherwise, we wouldn't get everything done. But yeah, bye everyone. We're staying on. Sorry, not sorry.
Well, Diamond might have been a failure, but Pearl came through. We got some coffee, guys. It's only the free stuff, but do you know what? It's a very dark roast, which I'd rather have it too dark than like dirty dishwater that has a scent of coffee. And we're gonna need this today because it's gonna be a long, busy one, like Ben said. It's actually quite busy in Pearl Cafe at the moment. There's sort of people milling around. I wonder how many people are gonna be doing a back-to-back. I think it's quite popular on this cruise because it is such a short sailing that people are extending it into a week. And then of course, I think people are just waiting to the last minute until they have to get off the ship, and they're going to be clinging on before they say goodbye.
Right, I'm taking David's word for it. Let's see what this coffee is actually like then. So this is the complimentary coffee, so it's included in the price of your cruise. Obviously you can buy specialty coffees from Pearl Cafe and opposite in the Starbucks cafe as well, but Starbucks isn't included on any drinks packages, remember that. So let's have a little try. I've had better, but I've definitely had worse. In the buffet the other day, it was awful. This isn't too bad actually, guys. With a little bit of milk and a little bit of sugar to cover up the mistakes of the coffee, it's not that bad. So yeah, we're just going to chill out here for 20 minutes or so now and then head down to the main dining room. That's where we've been told we have to go at 8:45. And then I think we're going to be taken off the ship, then basically brought back on. We'll see how it happens. You're coming along with us, so we don't know any more than you do, so we'll find out together.
Love Pearl Cafe, one of our favourite places on board the ship. It's particularly busy though, like I said, at the moment. Some items you can just grab and go, like the fruit and the granola and yogurt bowls. The other items you do have to wait for, and the queue was a little bit too long. So I went healthy, I got some fruit. We all know what fruit tastes like, don't we? And this, it's a peanut power bowl. It's bananas, peanut butter and oats in the overnight oats bowl. Doesn't look the most appetizing, does it? But we need a lot of energy today. I bet you it tastes delicious, actually. It does taste like something you'd eat if you didn't have teeth, but it's actually a nice flavour. Not bad at all. And this is going to give us all the energy we need, because Ben's just told me that the big balloon drop isn't happening until midnight tonight. Midnight. I can't remember the last time I saw midnight.
Yeah, and it's a millennial party before that, and we are geriatric millennials, so yeah, that's going to be tough to stay up, especially with the time difference as well, but we'll make it happen, because it is a special occasion. And tomorrow's a sea day, so we can sleep in a little bit. We can sleep when we die, can't we, guys? That's it. But yeah, we're going to have a fun day today. I'm looking forward to it. So it's not long till we have to meet in the main dining room, so we're going to make our way down there right now. Deck number 5. We're on deck 6 now, so it's not far. One deck down. All of the other departures have been called, so you'll usually get a little tag to put on your bags, and then once your number or colour is called, you can get off the ship and go collect your bags outside. It's a really simple process. Cruise ships like Royal Caribbean have been doing it for decades, and it's a really smooth process.
As we suspected, it's very busy in here because quite a lot of people are doing back-to-backs. First cruise was 4 nights, the second one is 3, so if you do add them together, it makes a week's vacation.
Boom! 2 + 2 is 4, -1, that's 3, quick maths.
Very quick and simple though, they seem to know exactly what they're doing. We've been held in this main dining room. We've got our new room keys. We need to keep our old room keys though, because we are going to get off the ship and then get back on the ship again.
You also have the choice of getting off for the day in Port Canaveral and sort of exploring the port. Obviously you have to get on before the ship stops boarding, and you can't get on till at least after 11 AM if you choose that way. I assume we're just going to get off, maybe do security or immigration and get basically straight back on, so we get on a lot earlier than everybody else. So if you want to spend more time on the ship, you can do that, but you can also get off and go into port if you want to as well. That is an option. So it's taken about an hour and 30 minutes, but we're finally getting back on the ship. So we had a little bit of a wait for everybody to get off. We had to get off in the terminal, we had to go through immigration, and now basically we're getting back on board with our new keys that we collected earlier on. Quite seamless, but I think it's because there's about 500 people doing the back-to-back. That's why it took so long. But we are getting back on board, so I'm excited. People are also checking in for the next cruise. So we're going to have a brand new set of people on board, so we'll see what it's like. So far, everybody's been really lovely, really excited, and I'm excited to see if they do a little bit more fanfare on this cruise. As you know, when we mentioned in our first video, it was a little bit underwhelming. There wasn't even a balloon drop or anything, or a big sail away party, so hopefully there's going to be a little bit more on this one. We'll find out later on, won't we?
Well, it's a little bit like deja vu. Back on board we go. We've opened up our key cards for the next cruise because we're going to tap in. It took a while, guys, I'm not going to lie, but it was very seamless. It was well organised and very smooth.
Oh, we're back, David. Isn't it like being at home?
It is. Back again. Again, no fanfare though, guys. It's just very meh. It's a new ship. She's playing it cool, this one.
Oh, I love that sea air. Now, despite what most people think, we don't actually cruise all of the time. We're not on a cruise, we found the next best thing. It's called Merge Cruise. It's actually a really fun mobile game, and it's got everything that we love.
You get to explore the ship, take part in fabulous events. We'd love to do a virtual ship tour.
Well, ahoy there, cruisers, and welcome aboard the Waves of Wonder. So the story takes place on a cruise ship that you get to restore and bring back to life while solving the disappearance of a legendary drag queen called Ella Bate. I love it.
It's really simple to play. You basically merge items, renovate the ship, and unlock the story bit by bit. Not only is it relaxing, it keeps you hooked as well because you're always wondering what's going to happen next.
And it really isn't just about the gameplay. What we love about Merge Cruise is that it's been designed by LGBTQ+ creators. The characters and storylines are just so refreshing because cruising, like the game, is for everyone.
It's perfect to pass some time wherever you are, in an airport, on a sea day like today, or when Ben's having his disco nap. Shh.
You can download Merge Cruise right now by using the link in the description section below or scan the QR code on the screen now. So come join us.
We'll save you a deck chair.
Virtually, of course. First things first, we have to do the muster drill again. Yes, we did it on our first cruise, but we have to do it again. So we have to go check in. We've done all of the stuff on the app again, like watch the video and things, but it's in the Spotlight karaoke bar. So let's quickly do that. And then we're going to leave you for a little while because we're going to go film our ship tour. And then we'll be back to enjoy the rest of the ship. Gosh, guys, I'm not looking forward to it. It's a big ship. It's going to take a lot of work. And it's like the surface of the sun outside as well. So yeah, fun time. So about halfway through our ship tour, which we're so thrilled about. We hope you've already watched that. That would have been last week or the week before. We're going to have a look at our cabin now, our inside cabin, the cheapest cabin on board. But we're lost. We keep getting lost, guys, because it's not the normal outside bits. There's middle bits as well, which hold the cabins as well. So usually we're used to being on the aisle with a window or a balcony, but there's actually interior aisles as well, making it just as difficult. So we're just trying to find our cabin. It's a little bit more difficult. It's so funny.
I think we're on the right track now, but it's blooming miles away. I'm not kidding. We've been walking for about 15 minutes trying to find this cabin.
Oh, David, we're here 419.
419?
419, on the same deck as before, which was very strange.
I know, but we literally passed our cabin about 20 minutes ago, that other cabin, and I think it's literally just up there.
It's
we
miles.
must have came the wrong way. We must have came the long way around.
I don't think we did. The ship is huge. Anyway, should we show you around?
It's small. Are you going to cope, Ben? So, welcome to our inside cabin. We're going to show you around the full cabin. Well, that was it, guys. Thanks for watching. That was the whole cabin.
Happy cruising.
Bye. Okay, we will show you around. It is small. We keep saying it's cheap, though. It was not cheap for this sailing. We'll let you know at the end of the episode how much we paid for this cabin. And I want to know, would you pay that price? So let us know in the comment section as we go around. But we'll give you a little looky-loo round this cabin. It won't take long. It's about 3 steps wide.
Now, inside cabins, we don't stay in these very often because, in my opinion, I like to see the sea because that's what it's all about for me. But I am pleasantly surprised by the space in here. It's very bright, very light. We love all of the lights, which were in our other cabin, so it's quite soft lighting everywhere and little features everywhere. Guys, please ignore me. Whilst we were doing the ship tour, I grabbed a sandwich. It was a chicken curry sandwich, and I've spilt it all down me. Honestly, you can't take me anywhere. Anyway, as you walk into this room, like I said, it's a simple square. It's quite basic, very small, but it's not that bad. On my right hand side, you've got a little comfy sofa, so that's just a one-seater. Then next to me, you've got a little poof, as I like to call them, so you can just put that in front of you or wherever you want. Either sit on it or put your feet up after a long day.
Get your Crocs off my poof.
Oh my gosh, that's what she said. Then you've got a little table which does move, so that's why it's wobbly, with some waters. Now, we have the waters because we're part of the loyalty scheme, the Crown and Anchor Society. The same artwork in this room as it was in our other room, which is really nice. We like how contemporary and modern it is, which is lovely. Then just by the bed, you've got this lovely little light again, which you control here, or you can do on the app or on the screen, which we'll show you in a second. You've got a North American plug outlet, and you've got a normal USB outlet, which is nice, but it's just on this side. On my side of the bed, typically, like usual, there is zip, nothing at all, no plugs, no USB outlets, which is strange because it was in our other cabin. But hey, what we recommend doing, and we always do this, is bring a really long USB cable so that we can plug it in over here, put it under the bed, and then I can still plug my phone in. It is a bit annoying, it is what it is, but hey, the bed is really big. It's a full queen king size bed. It does separate into twin beds as well. That's why we've got this weird thing in the middle, which is missing on our other cabin. It was all the way across, which is strange, but I don't think oh, maybe it does move. Does it move? Oh, I don't know. Anyway, it's a really big bed, nice and comfortable as well. If you're looking for storage in this part of the cabin, there is very little. So the only storage will be under the bed, where you can pop your cases, and then you've got these little bedside cabinets, which are really, really small. So you're not going to get much in there. On my left-hand side, we were looking for the bathroom when we came in, and I couldn't find it because it's kind of disguised with a secret door. I didn't see it very clearly. You've got some nice little pegs here as well, so you can hang some stuff up, some nice little hooks, and then you've got the bathroom. Now I'm going to stand in front of it because it's a mess in there. We've put all of our luggage and crap in there from when we've moved from our other cabin, just so we can make it look nice and clean in here. But it's a lovely little bathroom, very similar to the one we were just in our other cabin. Spacious, no shower curtains, which we love to see, but you still have that 3-in-1 hair, body, shower, conditioner, wash. So if you want to bring something nice, make sure you bring it, because that stuff is, it's okay, but it's not going to moisturize your hair. Nice toilet, lots of storage. You've got shelves all down the front here with a power plug, then some shelves in the back area. The towels are all brand new, which is nice to see. And then you've got some shelving underneath the sink, which is really lovely, but a really practical bathroom. It works really well. Just next to this, you've got the little control screen, which you saw in our other cabin. Now you can control temperature, lights, and different modes. Like we said, don't use the modes because they do affect the air conditioning. You can also use your phone as well. So if you download the Royal Caribbean app, there's a page on there which says stateroom, and then you can control all of these things like lights and stuff like that, which is really good.
Now it is quite tight down this side of the bed. Getting in and out may be a little bit of a struggle. Also, if this was split into 2 separate beds, the person on this side will be right against the wall. Just bear that in mind, you might not like that. There's a cheeky little USB outlet just next to the TV, but there's no shelving or anything, so you're probably going to need a long wire to place whatever you're charging on the floor down there. Or you could move that little table that Ben mentioned earlier.
Yeah, I think that's a bit of a weird space to put a USB plug, to be honest. There's USB and USB-C, but obviously you've just got the floor below it and no plugs, no shelves, so that's a bit strange, isn't it, David?
It is, because if you watched our previous tour in our previous cabin, there was actually shelving all along there. A few TV channels, you can check your bill. There's some streaming movies which you do have to pay for, but you can actually cast from your device to these TVs as well, which is lovely. Now, let's go into the second part of the room. You could almost call this a suite, Ben.
I know, do you know what? I actually like this bit. This is the bit I really do like.
I
It's
like
lovely.
this, yeah. So you've got like a wardrobe changing area. So like almost like a walk-in wardrobe space. So you've got hanging space here. It's not full length. You do have a tiny full length hanging space if you've got a particularly long pair of trousers, and also some extra hooks. I mean, this is David width. Look, it's almost perfect for me to fit in.
Oh, lovely, David.
Oh,
Hide and seek later on, eh?
Yep. Oh, I'm coming out.
Oh, that's what Diana Ross said.
Well, she didn't, because she didn't turn up, did she?
No, she didn't.
And this is where your fridge is. I was kind of confused in the other room. I was like, where's the fridge? It's in here. And then you also have the IKEA baskets, the squeaky IKEA baskets that everybody's complaining about on Facebook.
Oh, jeez. No, please don't do that.
Really?
No.
That was my Mariah Carey. I like this space. You got a full length mirror behind here. If you are sharing with a friend, somebody that you're not, say, in a relationship with, or you're a bit, shy, self-conscious, it actually gives you an extra changing space because it is completely separated.
I mean, you can peep, to be fair, David. I mean, that's not what I'm thinking about, but you can do. Just saying.
Yeah, I know, but it makes the room feel like it's separated. If you're going to work in here as well, you've got a little desk area as well as the vanity. You've got some USBs and a European, and a multi-World Wide Web thingamabobby there. You can work in here as well. It's almost like a little separate space. Excuse the mess. We're kind of playing Tetris in here at the moment, guys.
We are. Anyway, that's the cabin. That's it. Really simple. I think it's honestly perfectly fine. This is a 3-night cruise. We're going to be doing loads of stuff. It's a big ship. We're not going to be in our cabin much. So if you're not going to be in your cabin much, it's the perfect place to be. It really is, because you're just using it as a sleeping room. It's going to be very, very dark on a night, which is very nice as well, because there is no natural light. So when you close the doors and turn the lights off, it's going to be pitch black, which we love to see as well. It's nice and cool in here as well. But yeah, a compact space, still modern, still lovely. But yeah, if you do get a deal on it, guys, I would not hesitate to book this because, especially on a shorter cruise, it's the perfect little haven. Now, I wouldn't want more than 2 people in here. I don't think that converts into a bed behind me, so I think this is a 2-person cabin. I think there are ones that do sleep a lot more with bunk beds and things like that, but ours doesn't. So for us too, it's completely fine. We're going to let you know throughout the episode what we thought about it after a few days. But now we're going to go back and explore the ship and try some new things that we haven't done so far, because let me tell you, there is so much stuff to do on the ship. It is bonkers. We didn't even fit in a quarter of it on our last 4-night cruise, so let's hope we can do some of it on our 3-night cruise.
First things first, you need to change that top.
Oh yeah, I'm going to change my top because I look like a blooming mess.
Guys, we forgot to mention some of the cruise goodies that we got on this cruise. So if you saw our previous videos, we got quite the haul. We got some caps, we got a pickleball kit, all sorts. But this one, we got the caps again. And this little fella, check him out. Look, we found a cruise duck. And this is a Back to the Future cruise duck. How awesome is that? So if you didn't know, on these inaugural cruises with Royal, you tend to get quite a lot of goodies, so hats and all sorts of things like that. Really, Royal's the only one that does it. We've done inaugural cruises with Carnival, with Princess, and you don't really get much, to be honest.
No, Royal's good.
Yeah, Royal's good for that. They really do make a splash. So we've came up to the promenade to watch the naming ceremony. They're showing it on a big screen here in the promenade and all around the ship. You could stay in your cabin in your pyjamas if you really wanted to and watch it. They're coming around with glasses of bubbly and some non-alcoholic drinks as well to celebrate Star of the Seas. I'm very tempted to name her myself and smash this glass against the ship, but I fear that we might get chucked off if we did that.
So yes, we've left about halfway through because it's going on a little bit now, guys. An hour's quite a long time just to watch a screen, so we've seen a little bit of it. There's lots of bands and formalities and maritime traditions going on. If I'm honest, it's a bit lame. We've seen a few from MSC when we got invited a few years ago. Talking God, like 6 or 7 years ago. Amazing, amazing, amazing naming ceremonies. What a spectacle with some incredible stars and parties and stuff. Very good indeed. Anyway, we are starving, so we're going to go for something to eat. We're going to go to Playmakers and treat ourselves, guys. It is an extra pay restaurant, but it's a la carte pricing and it's not that expensive, so let's go do this. I'm excited.
So we've popped our food orders in. It's really casual in here, guys. It's pretty much pub food, what we like to call pub food anyway. Chicken tenders, onion rings, nachos, burgers, things like that. But it's comfort food, isn't it? Sometimes you just really fancy a good dirty burger. We also got our drinks orders as well, and I went for the Gold Post Margarita. This is a very special margarita because it's tequila, pineapple and jalapeno pepper with a rimmed glass. I do love a rimmed glass. I expect this to be quite spicy but sweet at the same time. Oh, it's very spicy.
Spicy.
It's very spicy and salty, but also sweet at the same time.
Oh, so we've got our starters. We went for the onion ring tower. We love a bit of onion ringage. Let's have a little try, shall we? I'm very excited about this. Sorry, I'm trying to talk very loud and fast so we avoid a copyright strike. There's something about this ship where there's music absolutely everywhere, which is completely fine for a normal person, but for somebody filming stuff for YouTube, it's quite difficult. I'm going to try. Well, cover me in batter, fry me at 180 degrees for 12 minutes and call me an onion ring, because that is delightful. Very delicious. Nice light batter. Wonderful. I do like the onion ring tower. It's not the first time. It's not our first rodeo. This is lovely. Yum.
So I went for the Impossible Burger, and it comes with a side of Playmakers fries. Now, these are not fries. These are what we British would call proper chips. We call fries fries, like the McDonald's fries, but these we call chips, and it comes with a special Playmakers garlic sauce and some Parmesan cheese on top as well. First thing first, everything is boiling hot, and that garlic sauce is absolutely delicious. You can't beat some proper chips, and adding the Parmesan and that sauce really does, mwah, chef's kiss. Is it the best burger I've ever had in the world? Absolutely not. Is it a really good Impossible Burger? Yeah, that's pretty decent. The chips are delicious. It's a really good sort of pub grub place. And what we like about it is it's easy, it's there's no formalities here, and we got served really, really quickly as well.
Yeah, I got the same fries or chips with my burger. Oh my gosh, they are delightful, guys. Lovely. I went for the crispy chicken sandwich. Doesn't that look lovely? Again, on a brioche bun. Very, very crispy, very delicious. Love the crunchy onions, the tomatoes and the lettuce. The bun's really good as well. Not the best food I've ever had, guys, but really solid. Really quick service, like David said. It's really quiet in here this evening. Very good, a nice success. So we just finished our dinner at Playmakers. We had the cookie dessert, the s'mores cookie. That is definitely the highlight, guys.
So we just went to the game show in the music hall. It was super busy, so we sort of loitered around the back. It's called Rock the Room, where you kind of pitted against other people. It was quite fun, actually. Yeah, we're picking people out the audience to name that tune and stuff like that. But yeah, it was a lot of fun.
Oh, I'm struggling, guys. It's about 9:25. That means we've got 2.5 hours at least until the balloon drop. If I'm honest, I don't know if I can do it because I'm very tired. Time difference, doing a lot of work with the ship tour and everything. We could pretend and say we went and put a bit of footage in from Icon of the Seas, but we wouldn't do that, would we? Or would we?
3, 2, 1.
Balloons!
Oh my gosh, guys, this is amazing. This balloon drop's incredible. You're just going to put the balloons in after, yeah?
Yeah, we'll just CGI them in.
Great stuff. I feel like I'm carrying around a whole burger and fries. We're just having a little what's that word? No. We're having an old person.
Geriatric.
A geriatric mourn.
Well, like I said, we're geriatric millennials. Oh my God, I can't talk.
We were just moaning that everything starts far too late, basically. And then Ben made the really great comment that the next cruise we're going on, subscribe for that, guys, is MSC, where nothing starts till 1 a.m. That's going to be fun. I just walked into the post, did you hear that?
Yeah, that's twice today we've done that.
419, here we go.
Home, sweet home.
Please do not disturb. Grandpa's in bed.
Oh, it's good to be back home, isn't it? This is lovely. Do you know what? I've got a feeling we're the first ever people to sleep in this cabin because everything still has all of the tags on it. So the plugs, like the hairdryer, still had the plastic plugs on them. Same with the bathroom as well. And it smells so new in here. It smells like a new car. Anyway, we're going to go to bed and we'll see you tomorrow for lots more fun. Sorry, not sorry, but guys, we're keeping things really real here as we usually do on Cruise with Ben and David.
I woke up at 5:30 this morning.
Yeah, we're going to bed. We're going to go to bed. Yeah, we're still jet lagged as well because we still haven't got the chance to get on the time zone because we've been working really hard to get lots of content. So we're going to see you nice and early, probably in the morning. We're going to have a fun day in CocoCay and much more. Well, good morning, everybody. Welcome back to our lovely inside cabin. We slept so well last night. Oh my gosh, we needed that sleep after working so hard on our ship tour. The cabin was quite lovely. It was very quiet. Much quieter than our Central Park balcony. We didn't hear a peep, which was lovely. Bed was exactly the same. Now, it did get a bit warm. We've noticed this on Icon of the Seas and Star of the Seas, both ships. They are quite warm, we think. We think that the temperature does rise on a night, even if you don't set a mode on the thing. So we both woke up in the middle of the night, like really hot. I'm not sure what that is about. I'm not sure if they're just trying to save money or not, but hey, we did have a good night's sleep overall, which is fantastic. It's a pretty cool cabin. We'll tell you our full thoughts later on. Let's grab a quick bite to eat, a coffee, and let's get off and explore. And there's a big surprise outside as well. Our sister is in port, so let's go see her, shall we?
So we came down to Pearl Cafe for some snacks. I was going to grab some fruit, but I couldn't resist. All the treats look far too good, guys, so I got a little smorgasbord of breakfast desserts for both of us to try.
Also got my normal coffee, which is my iced double shot Americano iced coffee with oat milk and a shot of hazelnut, and it is, the nectar of the ship gods. But this is weird. So it is Icon of the Seas who's parked next to us, and it legitimately is like looking at a mirror. So I'm looking at the same bar. I can see 1400, I can see the Pearl. It is very strange. It really is quite strange. But yeah, David got some snacks. First up, I want to try this pecan granola nut bar. My gosh, guys, how good does that sound? Let's waste no more time and eat because we want to get off and enjoy it before it gets too hot. It's the middle of summer, as you know, so it's going to get hot by about midday. So let's have a little try first.
They also did slip the word healthy on that label. Not sure if that's quite true.
I over-engaged. Stick a nut in each cheek and call me a chipmunk. That is not healthy at all. It's actually freaking delicious. Lots of fruit, but it's like packed full of flavour. That is delicious. Also got a chocolate donut because, you know, that isn't enough for me. Let's have a little try. It is smothered with chocolate sauce on top and it's still warm.
It's the first time we've seen donuts on this ship. I think they may be resupplied during the back-to-back.
That is absolutely delicious. Honestly, the food in Pearl Cafe is superb. Lovely little start to the day. Gonna finish off our breakfast and then get off. And let's have a look at these two biggest ships in the world right next door to each other. It's going to be insane. We're busy. Wow, this is utterly bizarre. It's legitimately like looking at a reverse mirror because these two ships are absolutely identical. God knows how busy it's going to be in perfect day at CocoCay today. Just looking at the ships, it's so strange because we're just right at the back by Thrill Island and the slides look really old on this already. She's only a year and a half old, but all of the slides are faded with the sun and ours just looks so vivid and so lovely. But yeah, this is very strange indeed, guys. Just looking at our ship from a completely different perspective, it is really cool. It's very rare that this happens where you get the exact same type of ship, especially when there's only two in the world. It's very cool. I'm just watching everybody have breakfast in the Windjammer and I can see everybody's balconies. It's so cool. It's like getting a look on your ship from a bird's eye view. It feels like I'm on a drone, a human drone floating about.
Just a quick note to the gentleman that came out in just his underwear. Yes, we, the whole ship, can see you. He stood there for about 10 minutes. I don't think he clocked. And then he suddenly scurried back inside. But yeah, be careful when you open your blinds in the morning, especially when you're docked like this face to face. We've done it before where we've whipped the curtains open and gave the whole ship opposite us a little bit of a show. Nobody wants to see that.
So perfect day at CocoCay is Royal Caribbean's private resort here in the Bahamas, and it really is a fantastic resort. It's basically Royal Caribbean on land. There's a water park, which you have to pay for, but there's plenty of things you don't have to pay for, as you'll see a little bit. There's plenty of places to eat, lots of different beaches, including an adults beach. So I think we're gonna waste no more time, get off and enjoy this Bahamian paradise in this gorgeous, delicious weather. Should we do it? Let's go. Still can't get over this, guys. They are just so massive. If anything, these two types of ships, or any mega ship in fact, are such marvels of engineering. The fact that we, men and women, have managed to do this is just incredible, isn't it? I mean, just look at it. It floats on the bloomin' ocean, both of these. It is just completely and utterly nuts. And I am just forever in awe of the people who design things like this. I mean, give Royal Caribbean the props. They are definitely the leader in cutting edge ships. They do it better than anybody else. There's nobody else in the field who does this. Other ships and companies try and copy, but nobody does it better than Royal, do they?
So we're heading to guest services, but first things first, we ran into Sailor, the chief dog officer, again. That's like the third time we've run into Sailor, and she just sticks around for a short while before she moves on. You can get a picture and you can ask if you to stroke her as well. The handler will let you know if she's in the mood for it or not. But first things first, I need to pop to guest services because it says that I haven't paid my bill, and I'm getting calls and knocks on the door to say I need to come down and pay my $40, otherwise I won't be let off the ship. For some reason, it just doesn't register my card. I put the card on every single time I check in and it doesn't work. So let's go and sort that out. Sorted out, apparently there wasn't a problem. So I'm not sure why we're getting phone calls and letters slipped under the door written in blood.
I'm expecting the bailiffs to come and get us, David.
I know, I'm expecting the Sopranos to knock up at my door. Anyway, we're heading down to the casino to get off the ship in CocoCay.
Escalators on a cruise ship as well.
I know, it's that blooming big.
We're not going through the casino. Oh, more escalators.
Going further down, Ben. Heading down to the engine room. Do you know what's really, really bizarre to think as well is, so we're heading down to deck 3, but there is actually a lot more decks below that, where obviously all the crew are and all that kind of stuff. How crazy is that? When you think about it, it's just insane.
We probably only see half the ship.
Yeah, and we're probably like, what, 9 or 10 stories actually off the bottom of the ship? Ooh, it's a hot one today. Oh my gosh, this is just bonkers been between these two ships.
Holy schmackerel. This is legitimately like walking down a city block in New York where you've got two skyscrapers on either edge of you. It is pretty much insane. Literally, the light has been blocked, so it's blocking the sunlight down here, so it's a little bit darker. It is very weird as well because they are just identical. So it's very, very strange to see these two mega sisters meet, but absolutely so cool at the same time. I'm so thrilled that this has worked out and that we're parked next to each other. It's just freaking awesome, guys.
Oh my gosh. I like big butts, and these apps don't lie.
It's a hot one today in the Bahamas, guys. I'm sweating in places that I never knew could possibly sweat. Anyway, we've been to CocoCay so many times. We've got full tours of the whole island up on our channel already, so if you're interested in that, make sure you go back and watch it. Anyway, I want to show you the buffet areas. Well, there's a couple of buffets on the island serving barbecue-style food, and it looks a little bit different from the last time that we saw the buffet. Anyway, it's been a few years since we've actually eaten here. They've got a variety of sandwiches. Obviously, they've got burgers, hot dogs, fries, some corn. You can make some tacos as well, so different types of meats. You've got all of your salads and fixings as well, so several types of potato salad, regular salad, corn salad, rice, all of that sort of stuff. And they've also got some fruit as well, and just a few desserts, cookies and some brownies. There's also a bar as well, which is great, so you can grab some drinks, but there are some complimentary included in the price of your cruise drink stations as well, serving ice water and a few different types of juices as well. But the bars, you can use your specialty drinks package. You can also use the Wi-Fi if you've got it on the island as well, which is great. But it's a really good serving, nice and quiet as soon as we get off, but it will be very busy in here indeed. Anyway, we've got to get in the water. That's why we've got off today. So let's go find some water and take a dip. Ooh, that is lovely and cool. It is gorgeous. Guys, very disappointingly, there isn't one single sun lounger available, so we're having to come in separately because we brought our camera and stuff and we can't just leave it on the beach in a bag. So it is so busy with 2 different ships in, which is nuts. And half the beach now is cut off to cabana guests only, which that wasn't there the last time we were there. Just behind me here, which is absolutely nuts. So this beach used to be double the size, so it is now like people's soup. It used to be gorgeous out here, but yeah, not enough sunbeds for everybody, which is incredibly disappointing. That is the first time that has ever happened to us here on CocoCay. I guess it's because we've got 2 of the biggest ships in the world in dock today, but I had to get in the sea because it is so hot today, just to cool off, and this is pure heaven. Oh, it's gorgeous. Poor David just stood there waiting for me to get out so he can have a turn. But this water is absolute heaven. It is gorgeous. I found myself a nice quiet part. Oh, it feels wonderful. The waters in the Caribbean at this time of year are still really lovely and cool, which is fabulous. Still crystal blue. We've got beautiful blue skies, so I can complain all you want about the sun loungers. It isn't enough though. They need to create more space if they're going to have such big ships here. But this is bliss nevertheless. And definitely recommend getting off in CocoCay. It is one of the best islands that there is. Maybe Disney beats it a little bit, but yeah, this is lovely. Absolutely lovely. And this area is no longer adults only. It used to be adults only before, but I think they've allowed kids in now, which is crazy as well. So it's not as relaxing as it used to be. I miss the adults only beach on Disney. You okay, David?
Just having a nice drink and a cookie here while you cool off there, Ben. I am officially a coat stand, or a bag stand. Just call me Donkey. No! It's not a donkey's noise, is it?
It's more like a horse, isn't it? Oh, David. So we're going to head back to the ship because we want to show you more about the ship because we've been here so many times before. Anyway, you can eat at other places as well, including the snack shack. But unfortunately, guys, like everything these days, if you want a little bit of peace and quiet and luxury, you're going to have to pay for it. You're going to have to book one of the cabanas or the beach club. They are very, very expensive. $2,000 to $5,000 for one of those overwater cabanas. So if you do want a little bit of peace and quiet, you're definitely, unfortunately, going to have to pay for it these days because it isn't as quiet as it used to be. It is what it is. There's worse places we could be. We could be at home in the miserable rain in the UK. I'd definitely rather be here. So we're all back from CocoCay. We got the little tram back because it's quite a long walk in this heat. We came back to our cabin and we've got more goodies. We've got a little Star of the Seas naming sailing certificate, which is pretty good. Plus we also got some water bottles with Star of the Sea on them as well. So we've had lots of lovely little gifts. All the people on board have, which is fabulous. But unfortunately, boo-hoo, something bad came with it as well because this is our last night on board. The luggage tags to get off, the times to get off. Very, very sad. and the bill, of course, as well. They've also provided us with a little tip hooray envelope, but we already paid gratuities. It's like $20 per person per day, so I think it's a little bit cheeky. They're asking for even more. It is what it is. The gratuities have almost went up 50% over the last few years as well, so we do give lots of gratuity. I mean, we're very British anyway, guys, so it's not a normal custom to us. Obviously, if somebody has been really good, I guess you can tip them more, but for us, I think we've tipped enough. But hey, we're going to go out now and we're going to grab some lunch and explore more of the ship. Oh, and we're going to get a cheeky, delicious, beautiful, amazing, incredible dessert. Let's do it, David.
So for our appetizers for lunch, we've came to Sorrento's. I can't actually remember the last time I had Sorrento's pizza. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I've always said it tastes like cheese and cardboard. But do you know what? It looks pretty good. Selection was a bit underwhelming. It was like a pepperoni and ham, or a cheese. There was no like veggie option. I think I've been avoiding Sorrento's far too long. The base is nice and crispy, but it's not like cardboard. Nice and cheesy on the top. That's pretty decent. Cruise included pizza. Not the best, not the worst, but pretty good.
So yeah, Sorrento's is open all day long, up until 3 a.m. on our cruise as well. So if you do fancy a late night snack here on the promenade, good place to get it. I went for double meat. So I went for a pepperoni. They're all cooked and baked freshly here as well, which is pretty cool. Let's have a try. That's a real pizza work. Did you get it, David?
Gosh, yes.
Really good. I think we're going to go for something maybe a little bit healthier next. We're doing a little bit of a dine in different places. So we're going to do our appetizer, main course, and dessert in different places. So come join us. Lots of places to eat on this ship.
So, course number 2, we have came down to Park Cafe. I got myself the vegetable soup. There's always 2 soups on offer, and a delicious mozzarella and pesto focaccia sandwich. Look at the filling on that bad boy. That's good. Would have been nice if it was hot, but really tasty. The soup's really good as well.
I went for a massive salad. So you build it yourself at the station, which is fab. I got absolutely everything but olives. So I've got cheese, I've got chicken, I've got onions, lettuce, and lots of ranch sauce as well. Let's have a try. That is absolutely delicious. What are these though? I saw the Lay's crisps, which are basically our version of Walker crisps in the UK. But I don't think I've ever seen Ruffles. To have a little try.
Ruffles to riff your riffs.
Fry me in some oil and call me a hard piece of potato, because they are very good indeed. Very cheesy, cheddar cheese and sour cream flavour. Also got a little chicken wrap as well, or turkey wrap. Very good. It's lovely for a light bite, and it's always quite quiet. There's also seats outside, but it's far too hot at the moment to eat out there.
I always feel like Harry Potter when I get a coffee from here. It's a touchless sensor, but get this, are you ready? Coffee, get 'em. Oh, it didn't work. Coffee, get 'em. It works every time usually. Coffee, pour 'em. Just stick your face in it, you're fine.
Strawberry down. We've just lost a strawberry. Guys, we went and got one of the signature bubble cones from Azumi in the park. So this is unique to this type of ship and just a few others.
It was $9.25 after gratuity.
Oh my gosh, we got the strawberry bliss. Now the waffle is still hot and it's the surface of the sun outside. So this thing is melting quicker than a snowman in the middle of a Florida park. That is absolutely yummy though. Now, we just ran into our friends, Ordinary Adventures. Make sure you check out their channel, Kitra and Peter. They just had one of these, and they were saying on the menu on the wall, there's a double print. So the words beach umbrella, that type of bubble cone is on there twice. Funnily enough, they wanted to order that, and it wasn't even available. How funny is that? But yeah, they're great guys. Go check them out. We love their channel. Ooh.
You okay there, Ben? You just creamed yourself.
I have. I've literally just creamed myself everywhere, guys. It's all down my legs and everything now, and I just had a shower.
Well, that's a pokey stick. What is a pokey stick?
It's delicious. It's like a shortbread biscuit covered in a lovely icing, which tastes like strawberry. Very good.
Oh, nice. I love Central Park. It is so nice. And I like the fact that they pump through the sounds of all the birds and things like that. And as you walk around, the sounds are very different. I love it so much.
So what's incredibly annoying, guys, about these last few days, because it was the naming ceremony, they're closing so many of the areas of the ship. So the whole Aquadome area was shut off. The whole of Surfside is shut off as well. Plenty of the restaurants, the extra pay restaurants have all been shut off to VIPs and royal family members, whoever that is. We've seen lots of people, lots of passengers arguing with the staff that their reservations have been cancelled or they can't get reservations in other specialty dining restaurants because they're all booked out because of this. So just a warning, if you're on something like the unlimited dining package, you might have a problem now and again getting reservations. So make sure you do it nice and early if you do want to go book anything. But yeah, it's a little bit frustrating that on a cruise where we paid so much money, there was no discounts, so many of the huge zones are completely closed off. So we've just been to see the ice show called Sol in the Aquadome. Absolutely fantastic. Some great new tricks with kind of like skateboarding, but ice skating over obstacles and things. It was really cool. Very good indeed. Fantastic shows. The best shows at sea. Now let's talk about the cabin before we go for some dinner on our final night. Absolutely fine. Now I've got to admit, I'm a bit of a cabin snob and I was worried about staying in an inside cabin because it's been a fair while apart from that one ferry we did for one night. For a 3-night cruise on a ship like this where you're doing so much stuff, we haven't spent a minute in here. I'm not even kidding you. We've been in here to shower, freshen up, sleep. I mean, that is it. Now, yeah, it is a bit on the tight side. It's a little bit small, so just be careful with your storage and stuff like that. Have places to put your laundry. But apart from that, it has been so more than adequate. I wouldn't hesitate to book one of these again for a short cruise like this or a cruise where I'm doing a lot of stuff. I don't really care about seeing the sea. I love seeing the sea, but it hasn't mattered on this cruise because there's plenty of places around the ship. It's been a raging success in my opinion. So how much did we save? Well, unfortunately, not very much. We paid £1,672, which according to my calculator is about $2,300, $766 per night. For both of us. We paid $775 for our balcony cabin for 4 nights, so we saved about $10 a night by staying on an inside cabin. If it was that close, I would go for the balcony cabin. So whilst the cabin was absolutely fine, paying almost sweet prices for the cheapest and smallest cabin on board is criminal in our opinion. Royal Caribbean really are charging far too much for the smallest and tiniest cabin, and it really is quite a shame because they're pricing out regular people because it's just far too expensive. Paying that amount of money just for 2 people, imagine how much more it would be for a family. On our next cruise we stay in a suite and it was around the same price and we got so much more value for money. Our recommendation, choose one of Royal Caribbean's older ships. You're going to save an absolute fortune, or wait a few years until the prices come down. Let's go and get some food in the complimentary main dining room because we're not spending any money on this cruise. We spent enough already. We've only done Playmakers and bought the Wi-Fi because we have to. So welcome to the main dining room. We've got another set of servers tonight, so we're going around the houses, as they say back in the UK. The menus, guys. Oh, honestly, Royal Caribbean, please, 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 for the love of Triton and Ariel, please change the menus. They are god awful. They were so much better before you changed them. Just so uninspired. It's the same thing every night. Caesar salad, baked onion soup, like both, but I don't want to eat them 15 times. So we've went for 2 mains. So I went for 2 mains and a dessert. I'm sure the food's going to be nice and hot. The server's lovely. Sad to be getting off though. It's our final night. 7 nights on board. Star of the Seas has gone far too blooming quickly. Let's hope the meal can end it off on a good one.
Got the bread course, always a solid option with the lovely Presidente butter. I went for the nut encrusted salmon and it comes on a bed of potatoes. It's a nice piece of salmon. I like the nuts on the top, but the potatoes underneath are delicious. It's almost like they've got like a chipotle mayonnaise on them. A really, really lovely main course. Number 1 out of 2. I'm not ashamed.
We aren't half mixing things up this evening, guys. I've got to say the food is very good. I'm just mourning about the variation, the selection, yeah, and repetitiveness. Looks lovely. I went for the lamb shank. It's a big old piece of shank. Got some vegetables, some greens, I think some beans on the side as well. Oh, it's like
shallots.
Butter. Shallots. Oh, treats. Oh, yeah, I can see the shallots on top. Let's get a bit of the gravy in there as well. So like we've said in our other videos, it's the best version of these foods we've had on any Royal Caribbean cruise. So hats off to the chef. Very good, yeah. Really nice, tasty gravy. Really nice crispy greens. A nice little beans on the side as well. Yeah, a really good dish. Quite pleased with this, guys.
So for my second main course, I went for the vegetable moussaka. So it's layers of vegetable. It's got like a crumb on top as well. Gotta admit, guys, it doesn't look great. I thought it come with like cheese and cream and stuff. I think it might be vegan, so I think it was a bad choice on my part. It looks a little bit dry. It's more like a ratatouille underneath with some sort of like breadcrumbs on top. I'm not sure what this is on the side as well. It's like some sort of sauce. It's like a cold onion sauce. It's interesting.
So, I went for la spaghetti bolognese for my second main course. Let's have a try. It doesn't look that huge, which I'm glad about, because I have a tendency of eating everything on my plate, just the way I was brought up, guys. Right, let's have a big old bite of this and see what it's like.
Thank you.
That's not bad at all. What I love is that every single meal we've had this cruise has been piping hot. It's just spaghetti bolognese. It's basic, but it's tasty. Very, very edible indeed. Not offensive at all. Yeah, good. Tastes spaghetti-y, tastes bolognese. Not bad at all, guys.
So we finished our meal in the main dining room. Yeah, my moussaka was not good. I think it was the worst dish I've had the whole cruise. Dessert though was pleasantly surprised. I had the trifle, the sugar-free trifle. Very delicious actually, I really enjoyed it. Very light. Ben had the apple cobbler and he said it was great as well. It's his favourite dessert on Royal and it's a classic.
So after dinner we went to the Aquadome to see the Aqua Theatre show. I don't know if it's called the Aqua Theatre, is it, or just the Aquadome, but it's called Talk. It was a very, very good show. Very good indeed, guys. Lots of really cool moves, dancing, water, acrobatics, aerobatics, all of that sort of stuff. Excellent. The entertainment on board has been superb, as well as the crew. Oh my gosh, the crew on this ship are incredible. Like, seriously very good. Some of the best crew we've had the pleasure of meeting on any cruise we've done before. So I'd just like to say a big thank you to them for making our cruise so lovely and so special. So that's it for this episode. Thank you so much for watching. Please hit that subscribe button and the like button. It really helps us out. Next week, we're going to be going back onto MSC. Yes, you heard us right. So you're going to want to tune in for that. So hit the subscribe button. A big thank you to our patrons as well. In return for becoming a patron, we give you things like extra episodes, like a full behind the scenes of how we made our ship tour here on Star on the Seas, early access to our videos, ad-free access to our videos, a monthly video chat, and much, much more. You can find out about supporting us so we can pay for these cruises and be honest in the description section below. So, I guess that's it till next time. Happy cruising!